Calling you a radical, so the Maui Whale Foundation. Don't you love the Pacific Whale Foundation? And go talk to the head of the Pacific Whale Foundation. See how much money they're making. They're nothing but fundraising apparatus, so they count. You think in the year 2525, if man is still alive, in the year 2021, they're still counting by, oh, I saw one. What about you? They sit there, play pretty harps, whatever. It's so pathetic, it's unbelievable. But it finally come out of Iowa a couple years ago and says they're radically dropping. Why are they dropping? So, again, the humpback whale numbers were increasing. Count them in Hawaii. You know, that's their birthing grounds. So, until, again, another coincidence. 2012. Typhoons collapse 2012. Coincidence. Great Western Drought 2012. Coincidence. Radically. Salmon acute radical collapse 2011-2012. Coincidence. Whales increasing until 2012 collapse. Coincidence. Cancer rates collapse. Coincidence. Fukushima fires across the world. All coincidence. So here, the universities now, not when I went here, are taught here, but now, here's what they teach. You think I'm kidding? So they teach in marine biology departments and zoology departments. They teach in science now. If there's any ecological catastrophe, anything that has anything to do with the nuclear energy crime syndicate, because they own them. They're their bitches on a leash. You're to say, mystified, baffled, stumped, perplexed, bewildered. We'll get back to the unknown of the unknown. It's kind of like when you were years ago when you used to talk about what happened to all the indigenous people, the natives. What? Oh, nothing, honey. What? So that's what they're taught. They're taught. You think I'm kidding? They're absolutely taught. Anytime you run into the nuclear energy crime syndicate as the culprit, you are to just say mystified, baffled, stumped, perplexed, bewildered, and hold your hand out. Thank you, I'm a good prostitute. And so I was arguing with the head of this foundation. Me and him went at it for years. 2015, he's 51 years old, brain cancer. Boom, dead. The same with the Oregon whale watcher. He and I having it out about Fukushima. And this is why I've got cancer. And I remember I used to tell him, you're throwing some bad karma on you, dude. You know, sitting there playing your pretty harp. Boom, dead of leukemia. I'm telling you. The Pacific Ocean. 7 billion people stood by and watched you fucking whole herd of you apathetic fuckers gang raper. Completely gang raper. That's what it is. 7 billion people on Earth sit back and just let them do it. Marine biologists are mystified, baffled, stumped by the thousands. You know, we've been keeping track. We have a list. We're going to make some posters and shirts one day. You know, they come up with a new one all the time. By the thousands of marine biologists, academic scientists, so-called experts, mystified, baffled, stumped, bewildered, perplexed, unknown of unknown, alarmed, curious. We'll get back to you. So they say they counted 117 this month. The last month, 177. Oh, that's good. Number one, you think they're counting those whales more than twice? You know how pathetic that is? They should be counting thousands, many thousands. What did they count in 2011? Many thousands. And by the way, you think the government the Navy doesn't have sonar? And they know exactly to the number how many are? They know what size they are? They know. But they're saying, oh, we rely because this is nothing more than a money-making. That's what Greenpeace has turned into. They told me to my face, well, Kevin, we send out a newsletter and Fukushima doesn't make Tempton. It scares our investors. Helen Caldecott, Kevin, you can't use the F word. It scares my investors. Greenpeace told me that, the head of Greenpeace, to my face. Sierra Club, Ashley, inside the Utah State Capitol. Well, it scares our investors, which used to be Hill of Utah, which I'm one of the original founders. You know, Jay Truman has died, you know. He was a panty painter, but at least I stuck up for him. He never stuck up for me. Mary Dixon at the U. Oh my God, if that's an activist, I'm a rainbow striped fucking Jerusalem zebra. Fucking, I'm a mermaid unicorn in the fucking Great Salt Lake. They're pathetic as hell is what they are, panty painted fucks. They should be fucking Locked up. All of them should be locked up. It's criminal. It's criminal. First, you hypothesize the knowledge. These are full blown out meltdowns. It's going to release an energy into the Pacific Ocean. The jet stream moves left or right. That energy is going to rise up over the North America, and it's going to cause a heat bubble over the western United States. Great Salt Lake's going to go dry. Tide pool is going to collapse. The salmon steelhead will start to collapse in 2012. The Chinook will start to collapse in 2016 because they go to sea on average of 5 years. Record returns in 2013, 14, 15, 16. Steelhead record. That picture I always tag, Tim Martin, that was caught in 2011, right before Fukushima happened. That's probably maybe the world record. Steelhead. You know, we're talking to him in the Jedediah Smith. We talked to him again today. Maybe 100 in the hatchery. From steelhead. From 2011 of nearly 20,000, he said. No dams on that river. There goes that fundraising apparatus. Oh, we raised a lot of money to tear out dams. Oh, we feel good. That's all it's turned into. That's all activism has turned into. They're a greenwashing machine. That's all it's turned into. You know, it's all fucking left, right, fucking freak show out there. You know, there's no one left to fucking fight for the car. You got me, baby. You got me. And I don't even have a fucking car. I mean, thank you everybody supported this historic work. So, how low are these numbers? 117 in February. What should that number be? What was that number in 2011? 1,500. So it just jives with everything else. The gray whales, now they're coming out of denial after Kevin Lynch does all this work for all these. We started tracking the gray whale collapse in I shouldn't say we, in 2014. Everybody laughed at me. Remember they were laughing at me on the dead tide pool? So I walked the whole coast of California and showed you how many times that historically, those tide pool videos alone, talk about me, oh my, no, but winter, spring, summer, fall, lowest historic low tide. You know how much work that is in the matter tide pool? You have no clue. Cracked the back of my head, broke my hand, broke several cameras, sleeping on the bed. But I got it done. There's a beautiful play rest out there. You know, shadow banning, but, you know, America can't handle the truth. They don't want the fucking reality. Obey, consume, obey, consume, obey, consume. Die young of cancer and loving it. Fucking 7 billion people just stood by and let the greatest ecological catastrophe in human. More species, more animals have been fucking wiped out in the past decade than the previous 2 million years. That's an unarguable fact. And I have an answer. The likes of Bill Gates, the likes of Barry Antoinette Obama, you know, Trump, all these pro-nukers. We need to shoot this nuclear waste into space. Load them in the rocket too. Get it off this place, these creeps. And the dumb sheeple, pathetic. I mean, what a pathetic commentary. You know, the young people, I was just talking to the English department, my buddy's a professor there. He says, it's collapsed 30, 40%. I says, well, I wonder why. You won't even mention Fama K. Brody's fucking name around here. You want to talk, but I says, how can they go into the arts? The only people that go into arts are oligarchs' kids. They've got to fucking go for the money. Immediately, they got rent to pay. You seen old man Trump, old man Biden, geezers at Caesars. I can't pay the rent. I mean, fuck, they got to go right to business in IT and try to fucking figure out a way to fucking make a lot of money. When I was 21 years old in this town, a nice house, $210 a month utilities paid. Same ones. That same house is $2,000 now. Car, $4,000, loaded, had everything on it. That same car is $50,000. Oh, there's no inflation. Okay. Obey, consume. So the panty painter whale fucking, yay, isn't it wonderful? We're the Pacific Whale Foundation. Send us a check. So under the NGO laws that got changed in the fucking 2000s, you can take 20% of the gross and not pay 1 penny in taxes on it. 20%. Do you know the NFL's a nonprofit? You know what did Goodell pay himself? Like $400 million? Tax-free. The tax-free status for churches that preach going bombing, killing, freaking political theater. The Mormon Church politics. That's against the law, but that don't matter. Nuclear energy crime syndicate. Do whatever they think about it. Oh, just killed the Pacific Ocean. Just fucking kill the planet. Hell of a way to boil a fucking planet. And just think about it. Get away with it. How? 7 billion fucking fainting goat fucking pathetic fucking sheep let them. Not me. Not me. I was given 2 months to live, as you know. 11, 11, 11. The one piece I thought that would always break people out of this paradigm is watching me survive a disease that no one survives. It's less than 1%. Well, it's 1/10 of 1%. Non-Hodgkin's ML leukemia without a bone marrow transplant. Fighting back against the people that tried to kill me. Wouldn't you think externalizing the grief? Wouldn't you think that that would be a wake-up call to people? Say, hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy. How do you do it? How do you do it? I like the armchair doctors are still sending me stuff how to survive. I've made it almost 10 years. A survival rate that is less than 1/10 of 1%. They're going to tell me armchair doctors, armchair politicians, armchair... I want to say this to all the mystified, baffled, stumped, perplexed, bewildered. Where's your field work? PhDs and scientists have to have field work. You have to have field work. You have to. I thought that was the deal on a PhD. First you have positive knowledge. It's going to fucking... This heat source, which I named Fukushima, is going to burrow into the fucking Pacific Ocean. These are full blown out meltdowns. They're going to lie, they're going to lie, they're going to cover it up. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody it was one meltdown. A year and a half, and I'm the only fucker on earth that's been on this from day one. The only one. Danny come along later, and he's done pretty good work. Well, really good work. He's relentless, but let's get real. I've been on this since the fucking day it happened. In politicians' faces, I mean the activists, you don't think I'm effective? Senate Lover never shuts down. You'd have Blue Castle here if it wasn't for me. I can go on and on and on about my accomplishments. Why full of fucking cancer with no fucking money? And you go send a check to the Pacific Whale Foundation. Yay. Go send a check to Greenpeace. Go send one to Sarah Club. Friends of the Earth. Oh yeah, they'll save us. The greenwashing machines are nothing but fundraising apparatuses. Go ask Helen Caldecott. Go ask Chris Fairwinds Busby. Oh no, that's Garnet Gundershield. Obey, consume, die young of cancer. How'd it happen? You fucking 7 billion pathetic sheep let it. Post-ignorance armor, we tried. We're still fighting. Stay tuned.